Molly, welcome to I Can't Believe You're Still Bitter, where we're spreading the gossip like butter. No. Okay. So I want to ask a couple questions about your game, but before that, do you have any thoughts, feelings, concerns that you want to share?
I feel like I got as far as I possibly could in this with this situation. This is All-Stars, obviously. To get to Final Four says a lot, I think, about my game, considering that I was with Thomas, Taylor, and Lauren, who have played this game more than anyone, who know this better than anyone, and I came in, I think, definitely an underdog, and I got to Final Four, and I got myself there. I really didn't have anybody that had my back 100%, so I definitely got myself there. So I think I'm very proud of where I am, and I'm very proud of the people still in there.
Coming into this game, did people have expectations for you, do you think?
I feel like I feel like the people in the Coaches Alliance were expecting me to stick with them, and I feel like the new people were expecting me to get out pretty quickly because they didn't realize how close I was to them. And I feel like they thought, oh, if we can't go for them, get her. And I feel like they thought they were going to get me really quickly, and they didn't. So,
who is your biggest ally?
Okay, it changed throughout the day. It really did. Okay, it started off 100%. It was Brody. It really was. I told Brody everything. Brody told me everything. It was 100%. When it came to Thomas and Brody being on the block, there was really nothing I could do when my second closest ally in Taylor was gung-ho for getting Brody out, and I was like, there's no chance. And I went straight to Brody and was like, Brody, I'll put this in the nicest way possible if you're screwed. There was just no way I knew that. So after that, I had to try to reposition myself, and so then I went for Thomas, and I knew Taylor wasn't being the same. Me and Taylor have had final twos in multiple games before, and I knew he wasn't acting the same. I knew I was his number 2 and I was number 1. So I tried to go for Thomas, and so my biggest ally, I was working most to protect Thomas, and I know I was not that high on Thomas's list, but I gave my word to Thomas, so I stuck with Thomas.
If you could go back in time and change anything in your game, alliances you made, alliances you didn't make, your gameplay, would you change anything? What would you change?
I think the only thing I would have changed is I would have probably made a solid Final 2 deal earlier, because I gave people my word, but I gave my people my word. I made alliances, but I never said a number, and I think that's what hurt me, is because they had said numbers to other people, and I did say a number to Thomas, but that's it, and he had already made other ones going into it, so I feel like maybe I just would have been more specific, even though the person I would have said it to was Brody, and he got out with Thomas. So.
And lastly, to wrap up your interview, do you think that Smash Mouth would be proud of you now because you got your game on and you win and played?
I feel like I was definitely an all-star. And I'd say I kind of rocked it for what I was given, so you'd be proud. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. This has been I Can't Believe You're Still Bitter.